What's going on, y'all? Back with another video. Bear with me while I look at a couple of notes. I know I'm late. Y'all probably say, why didn't she buy a microphone and barely use it? Well, because I experienced a lot of staticking on it. I mean, I'm still going to use it from time to time, but I just want to come and sit out in the car and do a couple of videos. And then it's just so quiet in this car. My other car is loud. You can hear everything. See how quiet this one is? But cuz I write down what I'm supposed to talk about to make sure I don't forget it. And let's see. I think I already talked about that in the last video. Um Sorry for the delay. But one of the things I wanted to talk about, I don't have nothing to mount the phone on, so y'all know it's gonna be a weird angle. One of the things I want to talk about is the do's and don'ts of healing after narc abuse. And let me turn this down. I know that's like a long overdue topic, but I've been noticing some things on people wanting to get revenge or just wanting to be seen or be accepted for the new them or acknowledged. And it's like none of that even matters because the narcissist didn't care before they met you, didn't care when they got you, and they're not going to care that you're gone. If anything, what you don't want to do is make them mad to where you throwing the new you in their face, and it's gonna backfire on you. It doesn't matter. It shouldn't matter how good you're doing now after narc abuse. It shouldn't matter to the narcissist, and it's not like you really even owe it to anybody but yourself how good you're doing, because it takes away from the healing when you constantly throw it in their face that I'm happier now without you. It's like I wouldn't even bring that up to them. Let them just see it. Let them see it. And you don't owe it to the public. I mean, just live and let live. Long as they're not bothering you anymore, I understand, you know, just being happy and living out loud in a certain way. But with narcissists, we got to pick our battles carefully because it can backfire on us. We have to know. Hold on a second, y'all. Okay, yeah. Like I was saying, um, we got to pick the battles carefully and know which ones to approach, you know, on our own because it's really not worth it. Now, when the narcissist is bothering you, we have to find ways to defend ourselves in a way where we have documented what they've done. We have to have receipts, you know, because it's going to end up being their word against ours, stuff, our word against theirs. It's going to turn into that. And we know the narcissist is very clever. They're going to get, they're going to have the majority on their side because they already planned it out. And being innocent about it all, even though that's the way to be, it's just like sometimes you have to meet them where they at. And I know it's not good to always stoop down to nobody's level, but you got to be tough when you're dealing with them, especially when you come unprepared. And we normally come unprepared because we're not expecting that. We're not expecting to have to deal with that. So what we don't want to do when we're healing, again, is throwing it in the narc's face, because they don't need to know that. They'll see it along the healing process. If they get to see it, they see it. If they don't, it still shouldn't matter all the same. And we shouldn't also, like, just play these mind games, whereas we get in those vulnerable moments and we think about what we went through, and we keep bringing it up so that people can target the narc. You don't want to do that either, because now it's like you're picking, you know, now it's like you're picking. There, there are going to be triggers sometimes, but deal with your triggers in a way that heals you without bringing up the narc like that. You know, talk about the narcissist and the abuse in real time when it's happening. Deal with it in that moment. Once so much time has passed, you have to find ways to, you know, get that good support system. People who get it, and go that route with it. Don't take it to strangers, because everybody not gonna get it, and they're not gonna side with you, and they're not gonna understand. And that doesn't mean they're against you. Some people are in the middle because they don't understand. So it's like they just want peace. Or like a lot of times they want to see people just get back together just because they enjoyed seeing what they seen, not knowing what was really going on behind closed doors. So again, you don't want to keep involving outside people on what happened with you in the narc abuse. You don't want to do that. You don't want to throw your healing in the narc's face. If you happy, be happy in private, or just be happy in innocence. But don't purposely throw it in their face, So, but what you can do again is, see, my thing is, my my abuse with the narc partner was so many years ago, till so much time has passed, and I set them strong boundaries way before I even knew what narc abuse was. So luckily for me, when I revisit those moments, it's like it becomes a somber moment for me, to where a person like myself who has struggled with forgiveness, and y'all know that I've been very open, and sorry if I sound stuffy. It's, the pre spring season, and it messes with my allergy. And I didn't even used to get allergies real bad like this. Sneezing, itchy throat, and it's messing with my eyes, but yeah, that's why I sound kind of stuffy. Thing about it is, a person like me who has struggled with forgiveness, my thing is, no matter how bad how bad the abuse was, and I ate that, you know, I went through it. I went through it, and I'm gonna even say I got over it. I got over it, and struggling with forgiveness, you're gonna know that you have forgiven a person when you start to feel sorry for their life as is. Nothing about a person's misery is gonna bring you joy. It shouldn't. If you have forgiveness in your heart, I may not have been able to express it when I start to think hard about it, like they did me so wrong. It's just like, and it's not even like what he did back then. Yes, it was bad. Like, I don't even want to revisit that. I don't want to get into that. But the triggers is um, going through it in present time with other narcissists. Now that I know who they are, when I was dealing with him, I didn't know he was one. I was able to go back and talk about that and share that story with y'all. But the thing is, that's where you're gonna know that, oh, okay, I am forgiven. I am capable of forgiving those who have hurt me. because you're going to feel sorry for them. You're going to have a soft place in your heart for seeing what they're going through. And that's where I'm at with him. It's just that and that alone. It's not nothing else. Don't, look in it. Don't look at it too deeply. I'm in a relationship with somebody. I'm happy with what I have going on now with my personal life. That's a thing of the past, long, long, long time ago. And my thing is, what also frees you of that to where you can say, um, I'm over it, is when you tell them you forgive them. That feels really good to be in that place. Forgiving is not just a thing to do or something to feel, it's growth. And I feel like I grew into learning how to forgive, but that was for that part of my life. It may take longer for my current situation dealing with these people because I'm dealing with it every day in the workplace alone. Just in the workplace alone. I got stories after stories to tell with that, but I don't want to just use this channel just to keep talking about my personal experience with it. But again, my channel has always struggled, and I know it got a lot to do with how I present my content and how often I come on, but I got a lot going on that takes me out of the spirit of doing it, you know. But trust me, I'm still here, and I'm still here with a message for everyone. So just please hang in there with me, bear with me during those times that I kind of fall off and disappear for a while, because I will be back. So those are the do's and don'ts, you know, of healing after narc abuse, because all of that matters. And you have to think back to things that you were able to forgive. That helps you during the healing process as well. And it's a growth. It's growth. So that is what frees you of that bondage that you were once in. Knowing that this too shall pass. And in that moment, it may not seem like it. It may not seem like it, but it will. Um, Especially when you start to kind of feel more in control of the situation because you know that you have been there before in the past. You know, you just have to keep telling yourself that this too shall pass, and it will. Now, that's pretty much all I want to talk about on that topic, the do's and don'ts of the healing process after the narc abuse. Because, of course, you can't heal while you are going through the abuse. I don't feel like that I'm being abused at work because I know her plans. I've seen it before. So it's like it's a matter of time before anything can happen with her. With this lady at work, crazy, crazy lady. And I could tell y'all some things. But the thing about it is I want y'all to just take heed of that and just kind of live a more private life when you're going through healing because you deserve that for yourself. You want to heal in peace and in privacy. I think that's the best way to heal. Not saying don't, I'm not, don't forget to live and enjoy life and be free of everything you used to deal with. But at the same time, be a little bit more private because that's what got us with these narcs in the first place. Being too open, being too kind hearted, and, you know, too trusting. So we don't want to be like that. But yes, that in this video, leave your thoughts down below. And I will be back with another one.